Fellow delegates, I give you...
The images have been burned into unforgettable memories for half a century. The young senator who lost a battle for the vice presidency in 1956 then won his party's presidential nomination 4 years later.
We stand today on the edge of a new frontier, the frontier of the 1960s, the frontier of unknown opportunities and perils, the frontier of unfilled hopes and unfilled threats.
Those images include a memorable inaugural.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
A White House impossibly young and glamorous. And then the other ineradicable memories.
Mr. Chairman.
At the 1964 convention, Robert Kennedy paid tribute to his fallen brother John.
I realize that as an individual, and even more importantly, for a political party and for the country, that we can't just look to the past, that we must look to the future.
4 years later,
by closed-circuit television now,
Ted Kennedy was paying tribute to the murdered Robert.
For Bob's wife Ethel and their oldest son Joe.
A year later, in 1969, came the death of a young woman in a car accident with Ted Kennedy at the wheel. Lingering memories of that helped doom Ted Kennedy's 1980 effort to take the Democratic nomination away from President Carter.
As founding fathers.
But at that 1980 convention, Ted Kennedy's speech became a rallying cry for the liberal foot soldiers of the party.
The work goes on, the cause endures, the hope still lives, and the dream shall never die.
But beyond the personal triumphs and losses, there is another story, the political legacy of the Kennedys that began a generation earlier than most of us realize, and that shaped and reflects the modern history of the Democratic Party. It was Joseph Kennedy Sr., the patriarch of the Klan, whose political clout was crucial to Franklin Roosevelt's nomination in 1932, without which there would have been no New Deal. It was John Kennedy's presidency that attracted a legion of the young into politics. It was Robert Kennedy who spoke to the passionate divisions of the late 1960s. And it was Ted Kennedy who became the Senate's liberal lion, leading fights for an expansive federal role even as the country moved to the right. But now the Kennedy presence is fading. Carolyn Kennedy helped bet Obama's vice presidential pick, but has no apparent political ambitions.
My father is there.
Ted's son, Rhode Island Congressman Patrick Kennedy, is the only member of his generation holding office. And Ted Kennedy is in a battle with a life-threatening illness.
In terms of electoral politics, in terms of having another Kennedy presidency, I think that dream is done.
Tonight, another Democratic convention will pay tribute to another Kennedy. But you can't help wondering if this tribute will be something of a farewell salute to one of the most prominent political families in American history. Katie?
Jeff Greenfield. Jeff, thank you so much.